Hello, kids, and welcome back. Today I have crazy hair. Crazy hair. It's sticking up like this. Not my normal hairstyle. And I'll tell you, it was quite difficult to come up with something to do because I really don't have much hair anymore. I'm losing it. But, that's a whole other story. Today we are going to read a story that kind of is in the same theme. When you think of crazy hair, or when I think of crazy hair, I think of somebody with really, really long hair. And there's one fairy tale that comes to mind, and it's Rapunzel. Now, this is a story about Rapunzel, but it's not quite what you think it is. So stay tuned and see if you can figure out what's going to happen. Okay? So it's called Falling for Rapunzel, and it's by Leah Wilcox, and it's illustrated by Lydia Monks. So Falling for Rapunzel. Okay? And we're going to start off right now with the beginning. And it starts out just like any other fairy tale. Once upon a bad hair day, a prince rode up Rapunzel's way. From up above he heard her whine, upset her hair had lost its shine. He thought her crying was a plea, and sallied forth to set her free. Alas, she was too far away to quite make out what he would say. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, throw down your hair. She thought he said, your underwear. No, Rapunzel, your curly locks. Rapunzel threw down dirty socks. Please, love, just your silky tresses. She thought he asked for silky dresses. In lace and frills up to his head, the prince's cheeks were blushing red. Rapunzel, do you have a rope? Rapunzel dropped the cantaloupe. It burst in pieces on his head. Oh, bad catch, Rapunzel said. Perhaps, he sighed. This is a test. And bound by love, he did not rest. Okay, Rapunzel, how about twine? She heaved out her blue ribbon swine. By now the prince was feeling hammered, not to mention less enamored. He growled up, Do you have a ladder? Rapunzel tossed out pancake batter. It covered him from head to toe. She yelled, It's better cooked, you know. At this the poor prince had a cry, then cupped his hands for one last try. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your braid. Confused, Rapunzel pushed out her maid. The maid fell squarely on the prince, quite pleased with the coincidence. She nimbly jumped up off his lap and soon revived the flattened chap. Then smiling said, For what it's worth, you'll find I'm really down to earth. His young heart thrilled, he gave a hoot. For what was more, the maid was cute. She set the prince upon his steed, then leapt behind with graceful speed, and leaning close so he could hear, she whispered something in his ear. I fell for you when we first met. He nodded. How could I forget? Rapunzel watched them ride from sight. I'm glad I finally heard him right. I hope if they come back for more, they'll think to knock on my back door. The end. So that's our story today. Keep posting those pictures of crazy hair, and I will see you tomorrow. But before we go, I almost forgot. Famous playwright, poet, is quoted on the back cover here, William Shakespeare. The course of true love never did run smooth. And so even though things didn't quite pan out the way he expected them to, everything worked out in the end. And that's the way I follow life. You never know what to expect. You think you got one plan going, and then something else happens. But in my experience, it usually does work out in the end. So hang in there, kiddos. Till tomorrow. I'll see you. Have a good day. Bye now.